Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a book review kind of thing, saying which books I like. Well, some of the books that I like. I like a lot of books. But as you can see, I just made one of my videos. Um I don't feel like making a video tomorrow, so I'm just gonna make it today and then post it tomorrow. Because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. I had to read this for school in high school, but I ended up loving it because I remember liking Sherlock Holmes before, but it's just a really good book. It's only some of his stories because I actually have like the complete thing. It looks really cool. Watch, let me show you. See, I have the complete thing. It's like in one of those like collector's edition like binding. But if you're going somewhere, you don't want to lug this big thing around. You can just take some of the more well-known stories. And this cute little packaging. It's just really good. I love Sherlock Holmes. Okay, next. Jurassic Park. I highly suggest you read this book. It's really good, but it's really different from the movie. The movie is really different. There's like a lot of differences. I'm the type of person that wants a movie to be a lot like the book. And so like I'll sit there and be like, that's different. That's not in the book. No, no. That's just me. But yeah, it's a really good book. I'll tell you exactly how many pages it is. It's 448 pages. It's not a huge book. You can read this book. The Exorcist. So, I love this book. The movie, I know when the movie came out, it was like the scariest thing of its time because they just hadn't seen it. It was like beyond scary. But now, yeah, the effects don't look as great, but it's pretty good for how it was. Someone put this in upside down. Okay, so hold on. Someone borrowed the book and it says like this, but put it in upside down. Anyways, it's a pretty good movie, but I think the book is better. The book is scarier, more information, more to it. That I always think that the book is better. Sorry, I had to fix this because it was gonna bug me to no end. Yeah. Anyways, so you should read this book. Books are always better. But yeah. Found it at a garage sale. I was like, because I always go to garage sales and I like to see if I can find any books. And so I was like going through and I was like, oh, books. And so then I went through all of the books. Almost I see Exorcist. I was like, this is the first book for a series. I forgot how many books are in the series. But Red Queen. So I only have the first one and it's actually pretty good. There's a lot of deception and a lot of oh my god. Yeah. But it has action, a little, some action and but it's definitely has some romance in it, which I was just like, okay, but I still think it's pretty good. This one is really good. It's called The Widow, and it's a really good book. Okay, because I don't want to give away what's in the book, but it's definitely sad. It's definitely thrilling. You like don't want to put it down when you're reading it. You just kind of want to like keep going. Like what you would definitely a page turner. It's just really good. I just don't want to give away stuff. So I'm just like read it, and then we can talk about it. Mostly I want to get more people to read. Not a lot of people read nowadays. Just kind of sad. You don't have to get the book. You can get a Kindle and read. My grandparents tried to give me a Kindle when I was little, And I like the holding the book. I like the feeling of the book. I like just the book. It's different. It's a different thing to have the book and the Kindle. Yeah. This is such a good book. I talked about it in my showing you guys my library. It's just a really good book, and my hermit crab is out of her thing, and I have a hermit crab, and she likes to, her thing is kind of small because I don't have like a lot of desk space, so I like to like take her out and put her on the floor, and she's crawling around right now, and she's like crawling towards me. I think she sees I'm putting the books on the floor, and I think she wants to climb them. Hermit crabs are actually very good at climbing. Like she's Spider-Man. Look, this is the top of her cage, and she like, well, it's not a cage. Not a cage. It's like one of those like lizard tanks, but instead of sand in there and all her stuff in there. So this goes on top, so that way there's like ventilation. But she will literally go and attach herself to the top and crawl around like Spider-Man. I'm like, what are you doing? And then like my laundry basket is like that wicker looking basket stuff, and she'll go and so like she's climbing at like Mount Everest or something. She's crazy. Yeah, I think she wants to go in the books. Anyways. So this book is really good, and it's really fast, and it has, okay, let me read the back to you, because I really want you guys to read this book. So, welcome to Gil's All-Night Diner, where zombie attacks are a regular occurrence, and you never know what might be lurking in the freezer. Duke and Earl are just passing through when they stop at Gil's for a quick bite to eat. They aren't planning to stick around until Loretta, the eatery's owner, offers them $100 to take care of her zombie problem. Given that Duke is a werewolf and Earl's a vampire, this should be easy money. But the shambling dead are just the tip of the iceberg. Seems someone's out to drive Loretta from the diner and is more than willing to raise a little hell on Earth if that's what it takes. Duke and Earl suddenly find themselves facing such otherworldly complications as undead cattle and an amorous ghost, a jailbait sorceress, and the terrifying occult power of Pig Latin, and maybe, just maybe, the end of the world too. So it has like everything. It has zombies, werewolf, vampire, ghosts. You have this like sorceress person, and possibly the end of the world, all in this. It's really good. It's just a really good book. It's really good. Look at the cover. It's kind of cute. You see the little but yeah, you should definitely read this book. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. You can probably find it on Amazon too. But you should get it and read it. I should totally bypass me. Okay. This book is really good. So I kind of just want to read the back to you because I don't want to give it away, but look at how it is though. It's okay, because there's like incident happened, right? And so it's like looking at all the documentation and stuff, and it's like video things and documents, and it looks really cool. I like when books are like this, because it's not just like the same not boring, because books aren't boring, but it's not the same thing where you just like a normal book where there's just like writing. It's like it looks cool, So I'm gonna read the back to you. It's a quick little. So 3 students dead, 1 vanished without a trace. 2 decades have passed since an inferno claimed the lives of 3 teenagers and caused Carly Johnson to disappear. The main suspect, Caitlin, the girl of nowhere. Caitlin's diary, discovered in the ruins of Elmbridge High, reveals the thoughts of a disturbed mind. But many claim Caitlin doesn't exist, and in a way, she doesn't, because she is the alter ego of Carly Johnson. Debut author Don Kurtagich masterfully weaves together a thrilling and terrifying story using psychiatric reports, witness testimonials, video footage, and the discovered diary, and as the mystery goes, a horrifying truth about what happened the night of the fire unfolds. So her psychiatrist, Carly's psychiatrist, thinks that Caitlin is just like almost like a split personality. But Caitlin and Carly are like, no, we're 2 souls in 1 body. It's just Carly takes over during the day and Caitlin takes over during the night. But then one day, Carly disappears. So then Caitlin is freaking out because this is the first time she's like in control. like completely, and so they're trying to figure out what's going on and do some crazy stuff. So does she have split personality, or is it actually two souls in one body? And what happened to Carly? Sorry, yeah, but it's a really good book. You read it. It's a little bit on the longer side. Authors, no, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's 401 pages. Not too bad. Okay. This is one of my favorite books, It. It's definitely on the longer side, but it's just a really good book. And the new movie that came out was pretty good. It was better than what I had expected, but then again, I wanted there's just differences that I was like, no, that doesn't happen. No, that's kind of weird, and I'm just like, meh. But that just means I'll always love the book more than the movies. I don't know. Especially for The Shining, the movie, I didn't like. I fell asleep. I didn't like it. I read the book, and the book is definitely better. But yeah, so the book is definitely better than the movie. But it's I'll tell you how long it is. It's 1,093 pages. I can read this. It depends on if I'm busy or not. Because if I'm not busy, I can read this within 2 to 3 days. If I'm just sitting there, I'm just reading. Maybe, yeah. I really like this, and he goes into so much detail. And this was my second book that I got from Stephen King. My grandma, when I was little, without really realizing it, had gotten me a Stephen King book because it was The Girl Who Loved Tom Jordan, and it's the pop-up version, which is way up there. You know what? I'll grab it. Okay. So see, it's The Girl Who Loved Tom Jordan. Gordon. I keep saying Jordan. I don't know why. That's not a J. It starts with a G. So it's Gordon. But yeah, so it's pop-up. So I had it when I was little, and so I was like, I really like this book. And like I said in my video about my book collection, I had seen it at a yard sale, and I love this book. This book is really good. It's one of my favorites by him. Yeah. It's just it's a really good book. Now the last two, it's book 1 and 2 of a series. I need book 3. So here's book 1. It's Illuminae. And then here's book 2, Gemina. Yes, they're huge books, big, but it's kind of set up the way that The Dead House was. It's just really cool. So, let me read you the little. Okay. So these are definitely love stories. These have love stories within them, but they also have action, suspense. So they're really good, and they're just really good books. So the first one says, this morning Katie thought breaking up with Ezra was the hardest thing she'd have to do today. This afternoon her planet was invaded. The year is 2575, and 2 rival mega corporations, blank and blank, it won't tell me, because you have to read it to find out, are at war over a planet that's little more than an ice-covered speck at the edge of the universe. Too bad nobody's out to warn the people living on it. With enemy fire raining down on them, X's Katie and Ezra, who are barely even talking to each other, are forced to fight their way onto the evacuating fleet with an enemy warship in hot pursuit. But the warship is the least of their problems. A deadly blank, again, won't tell me, has broken out and is mutating with terrifying results. The fleet's AI, which should be protecting them, may actually be their enemy, and nobody in charge will say what the blank is going on. Yeah, but in the book it also blanks out cuss words. It's like, bloop. Anyways, as Katie hacks into a tangled web of data to find the truth, it's clear only one person can help her bring it all to light. The ex-boyfriend she swore she'd never speak to again. Yep. So, briefing note. Told through a fascinating dossier of hacked documents including emails, schematics, military files, IMs, medical reports, interviews, and more. Yep. It's the first book in a trilogy. So there's 3 more. I just need the last. There's 3 books. I just need the last one. And Gemina. So this one focuses on Katie and Ezra. Right, yeah, Katie and Ezra. And then this one focuses on 2. They're all... So what happens in the first book, and like the people, like the one corporation going after the other corporation to get that one planet, it all affects like all these different people. And so each book focuses on a couple and what they're going through and how their lives are affected by what happened. Gemina is really good too. I read this on the way to Arizona and it was, yeah, but this one deals with Hannah and Nick. Yeah. So now I just need the 3rd one. But yeah, these I really suggest you read these. They're just really good. But yeah. So those are some of the books that I love. So in not the one that I posted yet, well, yesterday, but the one I posted on Tuesday, the video I posted on Tuesday, I asked if you guys your favorite animals, your like top 3. Anthony Prasad just said 1, 2, 3. Thank you. No animals. And then Alex Prasad said dog, panda, and monkeys. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. Like the video, subscribe, and comment below your favorite book. Your all-time favorite book. Your book that's like your favorite, you've always like you've loved it forever. All-time favorite book. And happy Thanksgiving. Bye.